Speaking of Justin Gaethje, just over here, like, how do you think he does against Ilia? Because obviously it looks like that's going to be the fight. That's going to be next.
I don't want this fight honestly because bro, he's almost 38 years old now, and boxing, man, that's dangerous for him, very dangerous for him. And Ilia, he's like he can turn off the lights very easy, like, but. It's MMA, I know. I understand it's MMA, like everything can change it like every second, but still, it's for Justin. Like honestly, I don't want it.
The anticipation for a potential showdown between Ilia Topuria and Justin Gaethje continues to grow, and the MMA world is split on who would come out on top. With Topuria's undefeated confidence and Gaethje's reputation as one.
Man, it feels great, dude. It's you have somebody that's bought into the process, that trusts the process, that's committed to it. And those are the dividends that you yield when that happens. But as a coach, you just get so much assurance, so much confidence that he's going to go in there and do what he wants to do when he wants to do it, because he shows up every day and does that. And he looks great. I mean, today's workout just kind of put a stamp on it. I think he's exactly where he needs to be. He's in a really good spot, moving really well. I don't see any leaks in his system right now. He's all systems go, and I'm really excited for where he's at right now. 10 seconds on the bike, 10 seconds on speed rows, fast up, fast down, rep them out, and then 20 seconds on shadow box right out here on the turf. 3 rounds, 10 second sprint here on the bike to start. 2, 1, and let's get it. Come on. Come on, sprint. Let's go. Let's go, max effort, everything you got here, come on. Time.
Of the toughest fighters in UFC history, this matchup has all the ingredients of an instant classic. Justin Gaethje has made it clear that he isn't intimidated by Ilia Topuria's rise to superstardom. The former BMF champion believes he has faced the very best throughout his career and is prepared for another war. Gaethje recently stated that he plans to do what he has always done to his opponents, leave damage behind. According to him, Topuria is an incredible fighter, but with the team around him and the preparation taking place in camp, he believes he can change the course of the fight and hand Topuria one of the toughest nights of his career. Gaethje's confidence comes from years of experience battling elite competition and surviving some of the most brutal fights in UFC history. Gaethje's coaches are equally confident. They see this fight as another opportunity for him to prove doubters wrong. Throughout his career, people have repeatedly counted him out, only to watch him shock the world. His team believes that the aggressive style Topuria brings could actually play into Gaethje's strengths. They point to previous fights where Gaethje overcame younger and dangerous opponents by using his experience, durability, and relentless pressure. However, not everyone shares that optimism. Former featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski believes Ilia Topuria's timing and precision could be the deciding factor. Volkanovski predicts that Gaethje may start cautiously, trying to avoid Topuria's power early. But eventually, he believes the pressure of a 5-round fight will force Gaethje into exchanges where Topuria thrives. Once that happens, Volkanovski thinks Topuria's sharp counterstriking could lead to a knockout victory within the first few rounds. Adding to the discussion, Merab Valishvili revealed just how difficult Topuria is to deal with in training. According to Merab, taking Topuria down is nearly impossible.
We are getting very close to Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje. I saw this video yesterday of Justin Gaethje's dad essentially saying that his son is going to win, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. Every dad should be backing his son. Here's what Mr. Gaethje had to say about the fight coming up on the White House lawn on the 14th of June.
He didn't come up here to a place to where it's just a bunch of people. He came up here to a family, and that's what Onyx is. That whole group that's there, it's just one big old family, and it just keeps growing and growing, getting bigger and bigger and funner and funner. This is the biggest fight of his life, but I mean, we've said that 3 or 4 other times, so he's fighting another little short guy, and he's done really well against Chandler and Paziv and a few of the others, and I just see the same thing happening for this fight. I mean, this is what we trained for. This is what he's put his whole life into since he was 4 years old, and I'm excited and ready for it to happen.
Yep. Another little short guy might have struck a chord. I don't know. But anyway, Mr. Ilia Topuria did, in fact, see that clip and responded to the clip on Twitter. Fathers hope, champions know. I've heard this story before. Bigger men, stronger men, better men, men who said I was just a small guy who was about to get a lesson in humility. They all learned the truth the same way. Your son already knows who I am. On June 14th, you will too. 18-0, Papa, with the red rose, not a white rose. I don't think they have the white rose as far as the emojis are concerned. But there's something very cerebral about his tweets. He's pretty damn good at the tweets. He is preparing, as he usually does, with the best of technology. He's surrounding himself with the best. He always goes the extra mile, it seems, Ilia Topuria. He is cerebral when it comes to his training as well. And I saw this clip of how he's preparing for Justin Gaethje. Take a look at this. Fascinating stuff from Ilia. This is a neurostimulation with infrared light for several things: to improve focus, for mental recovery, to improve sleep. These secrets, they don't do this. The focus this gives before training is like not even 100 coffees. The effects of this kind of super focus, it really does look very strange, but it is so good. You have to pay a price for good things sometimes. Oh, it's a cute dog. Well, here he is. Here's the focus.
He praised Topuria's incredible strength, wrestling defense, and overall ability to control positions. Merab explained that whether the fight stays standing or goes to the ground, Topuria remains dangerous everywhere. Those comments have only strengthened the belief that Topuria is one of the most complete fighters in the sport today. Despite those concerns, Gaethje's camp has been working tirelessly on specific strategies. His coaches have focused heavily on wall wrestling, grappling situations, and defensive positioning. They have studied Topuria's previous fights and are preparing for every possible scenario. The goal is simple: make Gaethje as comfortable as possible in areas where Topuria may try to gain an advantage. According to his team, Gaethje continues to improve his wrestling and defensive skills, making him an even more dangerous opponent than before. While many experts favor Topuria, some fighters are warning fans not to overlook Gaethje. Paddy Pimblett believes the fight is much closer than people think. He argues that MMA is unpredictable and that Gaethje remains one of the most...
These are our peak weeks, and this is where we really, hit the peak of his training camp. So last week was a down week, but today, man, he's so mentally engaged right now. Today is a hard workout. Next Monday will be a touch harder because we just build as we go. But, man, he pushed through it with ease today. And I want to say with ease, it just looked like ease just because, again, he's so mentally dialed in right now, and I just love when Justin's like this. And how I build the rounds is we do a lot of stations. We're also involving sauna in between the workouts now to deal with heat because we're going to be fighting outdoors. And it's just, out there in Washington, D.C., it's super humid. So I've been out there a lot. And in the summers, it gets really hot. Thank God we're the last fight on the card because we will be fighting in the evening. The fights will be starting in the daytime, 4 o'clock Eastern time. So I think the main card goes on at 8 o'clock. So thank God it'll be a touch cooler, but we're going to be dealing with bugs. So we're preparing for, the unexpected. And I love Justin. Justin's like, when people are like, hey, how you going to deal with the bugs? How you going to deal with this? And he's like, he's got to do it too. So we've added sauna. We started off with putting him in the sauna prior to his workouts. Now we're getting his heart rate up prior to going in the sauna. So we're splitting the first part of the workout. So that way he's going into the sauna with a higher heart rate. And then when he comes out, he's dealing with these hard workouts with the feeling of heat stroke. So just training his body to kind of deal with it and deal with the climate that we're going to be in. But how I build the rounds is stations. So you're going to have push, pull, endurance, explosion, fast twitch, and a little bit of active rest, but there's no break. Like it is nonstop. And man, he just plowed through it today, and Justin Gaethje's in shape. Right there, keep that. In 5 seconds, we're gonna go to power. Keep the speed in it, though. Come on, Justin. Time. Yeah, right there.
Due to his youth, speed, and precision. While he respects Gaethje's toughness and experience, he believes Topuria's skill set will eventually be too much to handle. Makhachev predicts that Topuria could finish the fight before it reaches the championship rounds. The conversation doesn't stop there. Much of the MMA world is already looking ahead to a potential super fight between Topuria and Makhachev. Topuria has repeatedly stated that he does not need a fight with Islam to validate his legacy, but he acknowledges that it would be one of the biggest.
His timing, his instincts, his instinct to fire off in his counterattacks. You know, he'll make you pay for every step you take. It's a hard fight. Things have got to change in Gaethje's camp to make the fight competitive.
Problems for Makhachev. He believes Topuria's takedown defense and physical strength would make it extremely difficult for Islam to control him on the ground. According to Merab, if the fight remains standing, Topuria's power could become a major factor. Not everyone agrees. Arman Tsarukyan has dismissed suggestions that Topuria could submit Makhachev, arguing that Islam's grappling is on another level. Tsarukyan believes that if Topuria ever moves up to lightweight, he would have a much tougher challenge waiting for him. In fact, Arman has gone as far as saying that he would be the man to bring Topuria back down to earth. Topuria, of course, isn't backing down from anyone. Whether it's Gaethje, Makhachev, or Tsarukyan, he continues to speak with complete confidence. He believes his skill set is different from everyone else's and that he can defeat any opponent placed in front of him. His confidence has become one of the defining characteristics of his rise to superstardom. As fight fans wait for the next chapter to unfold, one thing is certain: the debate surrounding Ilia Topuria and Justin Gaethje isn't slowing down anytime soon. Some see Topuria's precision, youth, and momentum leading to another spectacular knockout. Others believe Gaethje's experience, toughness, and warrior mentality could produce one of the biggest upsets in recent UFC history. Until the cage door closes, nobody truly knows what will happen. But if this fight becomes reality, expect fireworks from the opening bell. Two elite fighters